Hello, church family. Several weeks ago, I was working in the sanctuary on the Easter program, and I remember there was some music recorded on the keyboard. So I played it while I was working, and one of the songs on there is In the Garden. It's a beautiful song, and we sing it quite often in the sanctuary, and I love the way Beth Dixon plays it on the keyboard. Well, today I find myself in the sanctuary again. I have a heavy heart. I needed to come in and pray. And I love that any time we can come into the sanctuary, surround ourselves with the beauty of the windows and the beautiful wood, the pipe organ, and truly feel God's presence while we're there. When I got done praying, I felt the need to hear that song again, so I played it. I played it a second time, and I sang to it. And then I thought about all the videos that Carl's been putting on YouTube for our church to enjoy. And I thought, I love how music brings comfort to our hearts and to our souls, lifts us up and gives us encouragement. And that song did that for me today. It lifted my spirits. And I thought, I'm not the best singer. I have a lot of allergies and I have a lot of problems with sore throats and I've got a weak voice. But I wanted to share that with the congregation. I sang this song and recorded myself. I didn't sing it in soprano. I sang it in alto because that's usually where I sing. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope if you're a soprano singer, you'll sing along with me and we'll make some beautiful harmony. Enjoy.
To the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me. He talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as he tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me is falling, but he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me, and he talks with me,
Thank you, Rhonda, for sharing your song and your faith with us today. I'm doing the devotion today from my garden. I'm very proud of this spot because I built this wall with the help of several friends and family members, and the flowers have filled in nicely. It's a wonderful view and a way to think about God's beauty and God's love. This song, In the Garden, is well known and famous. It is well loved by many, including myself. There's a couple things about this song that I want to share with you today. First of all, the story behind the hymn is truly remarkable. It was written by a gentleman by the name of C. Austin Miles. He attended Philadelphia College of Pharmacy and became a pharmacist early in his career. But in March of 1912, he decided to give up that career and become a full-time gospel writer and publisher. In that year, he was developing what was becoming a hobby of his of photography. In the basement of his home, he created a dark room, and by the red light of the dark room, he would read his Bible. And in his Bible, one day in March of 1912, he opened up to chapter 20 of the Gospel of John. In that chapter, he read of how the Marys came to Jesus, to the tomb of Jesus on Easter morning. As he was reflecting upon that garden tomb, he imagined what it would be like for him to visit that, to come to the garden alone. These words of this hymn remind us of some wonderful things that God wants to teach us today. I come to the garden alone. We have spent a lot of time alone in our days these last few months, and I hope in those moments, like C. Austin Miles, we have heard the voice of God. Having a time alone with God is crucial to our experience of God and our development of faith. The next line says, I hear the voice of God falls upon my ear, and the melody that he gave to me is so sweet, the birds hush their singing. You can probably hear the birds around me today. They are continuing their song of praise to God, and the sounds of nature remind us too to also sing along with God. But to listen to that still small voice, that voice that comes from God. The last verse of the hymn, I think, is truly remarkable. It says, I'd stay with him in this garden alone, but he bids me go through the voice of woe. We long to those moments where God teaches us and shares with us tremendous moments. But God reminds us that we are not meant to stay on the mountaintops. We're not meant to stay in the beautiful gardens. We're meant to go out into the world and share his love with others. But he ends this way, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Of course, our goal is to help others to know this love of God. But C. Austin Miles reminds us that something in our faith is so personal and so deep that it is between us and God. It's both sharing and receiving this wonderful message of God. I told you I wanted to tell you a couple of things about this hymn. The other thing is a wonderful memory that I had from camp when I was a kid. When we were at camp as a youth, this song came out as one of the songs we would sing in our worship service. But there was a twist. Whenever I hear this hymn, I also think of a group of young men up on stage playing the guitar to another song called Pharaoh, Pharaoh. It's a song about God delivering his people. I invite you to look it up sometime. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. We would begin by singing In the Garden, and it was our secret clue to know that we were going to sing Pharaoh, Pharaoh. So if we sing this song in church, you may see me every once in a while going, it's just a reminder of an old idea that God is showing himself in so many ways. I hope that you have a chance to get out in the garden, to get out in nature, and to see the power and wonder of God. God bless you and have a great day.